Hello friends, I am Harlina Sistari. I'm a student from Indonesian Christian University of Toraja. In this video, I will tell you 5 tips on how to practice your speech or presentation. So, the first way to practice is to practice from an outline. You must practice from an outline because your listener want to sound a conversation. They don't want you to read your speech, they don't want you to sound like you memorize it, they want a conversation. And the way to get there is this: you take whatever notes you have to prepare at first, and then you just keep cutting them down over and over again every time you practice, until you are left with a bulleted outline of your key points that you are going to hit. You can glance down at your notes and bunch your eyes right back up and present from an outline. This is the best way. So don't try to put it word for word, don't try to memorize it, talking points only, and practice from an outline. The number 2 tips on how to practice is to spread out your practice session over time. Don't cram the night before, don't cram the morning before your presentation. I recommend spreading your practice session out over 3 days. I like to practice about 10 times before I stand up and speak, and it's really easier to do if you spread it out. A lot of great things happen to me when I'm spread out my practice session. For example, when I make a mistake in a few practice sessions, I will say for myself, it's okay, you still have time to fix it again. The number 3 tips is to focus on only 1 or 2 improvements each time your practice is through. So you might just work on your structure and on your outline in the first time, that's normal. The next time through, you just pick 1 or 2 things like, oh, now I'm just gonna work on looking up for my outline, eye contact for example. Every time you practice, add 1 or 2 things you want to improve on, because when you add many things all at once. So focus on improvement, and then your fundamentals will all be in the place by the time you actually stand up to present. And number 4 tips is to keep practice session realistic. Do not, for example, the whole time you are practicing isolate yourself completely and make condition perfect, because what ends up happening in the moment of your actual presentation is it won't go perfectly. You can create a little noise like playing a song, and it will be a distraction that you have to deal with it. The number 5 tips is to visualize the first 30 seconds and the last 30 seconds of your presentation. So by visualization, I mean the way a sport athlete does it. So you picture yourself walking up through the first 30 seconds of the moment, starting off your presentation, and the last 30 seconds how you're gonna pose. So athletes do this with great success. Okay, so these are the 5 tips I recommend when it comes to practice or speech or presentation. I hope this can be useful for many people. Thank you and see you soon!